If Tyreek Hill joins the Chiefs, just imagine what kind of team they would become. The first ones to celebrate would undoubtedly be Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Mahomes would get back his ultimate deep threat weapon, allowing him to unleash those jaw-dropping deep passes once again. Kelce, on the other hand, would benefit from defenses being stretched thin, giving him even more space to dominate in the middle of the field. With Hill's blazing speed, Mahomes' elite arm talent, and Kelce's unmatched ability to make clutch plays, the Chiefs' offense would be an absolute nightmare for any defense. They could form one of the most unstoppable trios in NFL history. Come on, Chiefs fans, this is the biggest moment in Chiefs history, and we've got all the latest details for you. All eyes are on the Super Bowl this weekend. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid just gave a crucial injury update, and it's exactly what every Kansas City fan wants to hear. But before we continue, hit the like button if you've been a Chiefs fan for over 20 years. It's great to see fans of all ages. Some people here were even at the team's first game. If possible, comment something like, "Come on, Chiefs, our win is coming." Now, let's get right to it. With just a few days until the Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Chiefs are reporting 0 injuries. That's right. This team is fully prepared for the biggest game of the year. Injury luck is a huge factor in any Super Bowl run, and overcoming setbacks has been a theme for the Chiefs all season long. Kansas City has battled significant injuries during its 15-2 campaign. Players like Isaiah Pacheco missed 10 weeks with a fractured fibula, and wide receiver Marquise Hollywood Brown was out for months with a shoulder injury. But now everyone is ready to go. Andy Reid confirmed in his Wednesday press conference that every player on the roster will be practicing as the team ramps up preparations in New Orleans. This is a huge boost for the Chiefs as they seek their 3rd consecutive Super Bowl title, something that has never been done in the modern era of the NFL. Kansas City's offense is already dangerous with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, but now with a fully healthy roster, the team is even more threatening. Running back Kareem Hunt and rookie receiver Xavier Worthy have both excelled in the playoffs, proving that the Chiefs have depth and firepower at every position. And this Super Bowl matchup is going to be intense. The Eagles still feel the sting of their Super Bowl 57 loss, and they'll be looking for revenge. But with the Chiefs at full strength, the odds are shifting in Kansas City's favor. Vegas already has the Chiefs as slight favorites, and this clean bill of health only solidifies their status as the team to beat. Now, here's a question for you. Does this injury-free roster give you even more confidence that the Chiefs will complete their historic three-peat? All right, let's talk about Travis Kelce. The Chiefs' star tight end has been turning heads during practice, not just because of his skills, but because of his on-field behavior. Kansas City is locked in, preparing for its massive showdown against the Philadelphia Eagles, yet Kelce is out there having a blast, showing off some unexpected dance moves during training at the Caesars Superdome. The clip, shared by the Chiefs on X, sparked a wave of reactions from fans. Some absolutely loved it, saying things like "getting it done the fun way" and "looking like dub vibes." Others, however, weren't so sure. A few fans questioned whether Kelce was taking things seriously enough, with comments like "he is expletive around too much. Ask the Commanders how that works." Another fan took a lighthearted jab, referencing Kelce's relationship with Taylor Swift, joking, "Tell him to quit eating Taylor's homemade Pop-Tarts until the offseason." But here's the thing. This is classic Kelce. The guy knows how to balance having fun and delivering elite performances when it matters most. We've seen it time and time again. When the bright lights come on, he steps up. The 3-time Super Bowl champion has a history of showing up big in the playoffs, and Chiefs Kingdom is counting on him to do it again on Sunday. With Kansas City chasing a historic three-peat, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Eagles will be coming in with a chip on their shoulder, still bitter from their Super Bowl 57 loss, and they'll be looking for revenge. But with Mahomes, Kelce, and the rest of this squad locked in, the Chiefs have a chance to cement their legacy as one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history. Now, here's what I want to know from you. Do you love seeing Kelce bring energy to the team, or do you think he should tone it down before the big game? The Kansas City Chiefs are on the verge of accomplishing something no team in NFL history has ever done, winning 3 consecutive Super Bowls. That's right. If they defeat the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday in Super Bowl 59, they'll stand alone as the league's first three-peat champions. Last year, they joined an elite group by winning back-to-back titles, but now they have a chance to enter uncharted territory. The only real comparison? The Green Bay Packers of the 1960s, who won the NFL's final championship before the Super Bowl era and followed it up with victories in Super Bowls 1 and 2. But make no mistake, this would be a first in the modern era of football. I feel like everybody wants to be a trailblazer. Chief safety Justin Reed said everybody wants to be the first person or the best person to do anything. We have a chance to be on the Mount Rushmore of football history, not just football history, but sports history as one of the greatest sports teams of all time. And he's absolutely right. Winning 3 championships in a row is a rare feat in any major professional sport. The last time it happened, the Los Angeles Lakers completed their three-peat in 2002. Before that, you had Michael Jordan's Bulls, the Yankees in baseball, and the Islanders and Canadians in hockey. But in the NFL, it's never been done. Even the term three-peat has a special connection to this moment. NBA Hall of Famer Pat Riley trademarked the phrase after his Lakers won 2 straight titles in the late 1980s. While they fell short of a third, Riley reportedly gave the Chiefs permission to use the term if they make history this Sunday. A dynasty in the making, it hasn't been an easy ride. The Chiefs have now made 7 consecutive AFC championship appearances, an incredible streak of dominance. This year marks their 5th trip to the Super Bowl in the last 6 seasons. The only time they fell short, they lost the conference title game to the Bengals in 2021. That kind of consistency is unheard of in the NFL's parity-driven system. Of course, with success comes criticism. Lately, you may have heard the phrase Chiefs fatigue. Some fans and analysts claim they're tired of seeing Kansas City on the biggest stage year after year. There have even been accusations of biased officiating, so much so that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell was asked about it this week. And hey, even players aren't immune to that sentiment. Just ask wide receiver Hollywood Brown, who admitted, especially when I was in Baltimore, I couldn't stand the Chiefs. But now he's all in. The challenge of a three-peat winning a Super Bowl is tough. 12 teams have never even won one, including franchises like the Lions and Browns. Winning 2 in a row, even tougher. A three-peat, that takes absolute focus, resilience, and yes, a little bit of luck. Coach Andy Reid knew from the start that this journey wouldn't be easy. After last year's Super Bowl victory, he was already tempering expectations, saying, "It's not going to be easy. That's not how things happen." And he was right. The Chiefs have battled adversity all season. They opened the year with a dramatic win over the Ravens in a game that turned into a controversial replay review, nullifying what would have been a game-tying touchdown for Baltimore. They've navigated injuries, tough matchups, and constant pressure, but here they are, just one win away from history. 1 game left now. It all comes down to Sunday. The Eagles will be hungry for revenge after last year's heartbreaking Super Bowl loss. Jalen Hurts and company will throw everything they've got at the Chiefs, but Kansas City knows what's at stake. We know we have an opportunity to do something historic ahead of us, linebacker Drew Tranquill said. But at the end of the day, if you focus too much on the historic element, you lose focus on the execution, and you're not going to get it done. And that's the mindset this team is bringing into the biggest game of their lives. Now we want to hear from you. How confident are you in the Chiefs' chances of completing their 3rd championship? Will they cement their legacy as the greatest dynasty in NFL history? Let us know in the comments. And as always, make sure to like this video and subscribe for all the latest Chiefs news. We'll have complete coverage leading up to the Super Bowl and beyond, so stay locked in. Latest Chiefs news, shocking stories, missed opportunities, and Kelce's future, but that's just the beginning. Another Chiefs star has revealed details about a career-defining moment that could have changed everything. And to top it all off, a major statement may have finally put an end to speculation about the future of one of Kansas City's biggest names. There's a lot to unpack, so don't miss a single detail. Leave a like and let's dive in. Did this really happen? The Patrick Mahomes recruiting controversy. Patrick Mahomes is the undisputed face of the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, we know Travis Kelce has been making headlines for his off-field romance, but let's be real, Mahomes is the franchise. Before he was lighting up the NFL, he was making plays for Texas Tech. And with the Chiefs gearing up for another Super Bowl, his college days are getting attention, especially from former Texas Tech coach Tommy Tuberville. The now U.S. Senator made an appearance on the Megyn Kelly show and dropped a surprising claim. Patrick Mahomes was one of the best players I ever had the opportunity to recruit and get to know. Sounds like a great story, right? Except Mahomes says it never happened. When asked about Tuberville's comments, Mahomes told the Philadelphia Inquirer, "He did not recruit me. I don't remember if I ever got to meet him or not." Ouch. Turns out Tuberville had already left Texas Tech for Cincinnati 5 months before Mahomes committed to the Red Raiders. So while he might have wanted to recruit Mahomes, he never actually did. Instead, Mahomes credits Cliff Kingsbury, his actual coach at Texas Tech, for bringing him in. Not the best look for Tuberville, but hey, it's Super Bowl week, and Mahomes has much bigger things to focus on. What do you think about this revelation? Let us know in the comments. Travis Kelce, a career that almost never happened. Speaking of alternate realities, what if I told you Travis Kelce was almost a Tennessee Volunteer? On the latest episode of New Heights, Kelce told Peyton Manning that nearly 20 years ago, he worked out for Tennessee under legendary coach Philip Fulmer. But there was a problem. Kelce saw himself as a quarterback, and Tennessee, they didn't. Former Volunteers offensive coordinator David Cutcliffe ran Kelce through drills and liked what he saw, just not at QB. David Cutcliffe was working me out and thought I had some potential to be a football player, not a quarterback. So Tennessee never offered me. Instead, Kelce ended up at Cincinnati as a quarterback, but it didn't take long for head coach Brian Kelly to realize he was built for something else. Kelly moved him to tight end, setting the stage for his legendary career. But even then, Kelce almost threw it all away. In 2010, after multiple failed drug tests, he was suspended for an entire season by new Cincinnati coach Butch Jones. Jones recalled, "I was at a basketball game with my wife and kids, and I didn't like who he was hanging with. So I called him in, and I called Jason Kelce and told him he was done. Fortunately, Kelce got another shot. He was reinstated in 2011, turned his career around, and the rest is history. And now he's about to play in another Super Bowl in the same city where his suspension happened." Funny how life works, right?